Okay, so we're back live again. This time we're going to try Super Millionaire. Now, considering I didn't do particularly well at Normal Millionaire, only getting £4,000, we'll probably do like 2 or 3 goes at this, and then maybe I'll edit the video and only have my best run. But essentially, what I need to happen is I need to get into the final 5 questions, don't I? So we'll probably just keep doing that. We could be here for a while. But if you're on the chat, you could always try and help me out a bit if you know the answer. But no googling. Let's try not to fully cheat, but we can maybe collaborate a bit. So I've got a bit of a cold, so do forgive us for that. Anyway, my Super Millionaire works. We are 15 questions away from £10 million. Pretty good. Is there a way I can see the chat? I'm not sure. So we've got 3 lifelines. 50-50, phone a friend, ask the audience. If we get to 100 grands, we get 2 more. How exciting. Now, the questions actually are more tricky than they are on the normal version. Like, question 4 for £4,000 actually will be a £4,000 question instead of it being a £500 question. So, it's going to be tricky. But let's see if we can do it. Question 1 is for £1,000. Oof. Which organisation hosts the Chelsea Flower Show? Royal Geographical Society, Royal Horticultural Society, Royal Entomological Society, or the Royal Astronomical Society? It's B, RHS. £1,000. For £2,000, which of these TV programmes is mainly set in a school? I'm hoping it's Waterloo Road. Mrs. Brown's Boys, All Creatures Great and Small, Not Going Out. D, Waterloo Road? There we go. Good programme, Waterloo Road. I do appreciate that show a lot. And we've got £2,000. Question number 3. For £3,000, which creature in Greek mythology is usually depicted as part human and part horse? Basilisk, centaur, griffin, or harpy? That would be a centaur. Human head, horse body. £3,000. Which is odd seeing that graphic saying 3,000 because, we're not used to seeing that. For £4,000, who directed the 1975 film Jaws? Which is a £4,000 question, level 7. If I could have had that in my last run. Steven Spielberg, the correct answer. George Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, or Robert Altman? Pretty sure it's Spielberg. But Lucas has come up. No, it's Spielberg. Yes! And finally, for £5,000, what is another name for a forward roll? It's another level 7. Backflip, bunny hop, somersault, or split. And again, I think it's somersault, so I'm going to go with that. Yes! £5,000. And no lifelines yet, which is much better than last time, despite the fact the questions are definitely harder. And not only have I got more money than last time, but I'm guaranteed more money than last time, which is excellent. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing quite well. Anyway, let's see if we can view anything to do with the stream. Is there a way I can see what people are saying? I don't know. I'm just going into the streaming software thing. Or if I can get it on my phone. If I can view the stream. Maybe I have to use a different account. Maybe I'll have to do that to view it. Oh yeah, there we go, because I'm live there. 1 person watching, so I'm not missing much. Or if I can get it on my phone. Oh dear, there's a... Oops. Let's mute that. Okay. So, that's it. No, we're Billy No Mates at the moment, but that's okay. Anyway, next question is for £10,000. Located on rugged cliffs just a few miles from Land's End, the Minack is a famous what? Open air theatre, museum, bird sanctuary, or brewery? Again, I'm not sure. I think I will ask the audience. Okay, audience, let's help out for 10 grand. A, B, C, or D on keypads. All votes now. Okay. 50% say A, open air theatre. So they're probably right. So let's trust the audience. Yes. With Ask the Audience, there's a range of correct answers that they can use. So 50% you can pretty much say for certain they're definitely right. Because I think the range for this level is between like 30% and 70% or something. And none of the others were in that range. So you can pretty much trust the audience. Anyway, next question is for 20 grand. Whose first album, Tubular Bells, launched Richard Branson's new record company in 1973? I'm trying to think. I'm thinking it was like Mike Oldfield or something. Let's see what the options are. Brian Ferry, Rick Wakeman, Steve Winwood, or Mike... Oh, okay. Well, if that's an option, we should probably go with it. Yes! I was a bit worried that it was D. But yeah, 20 grand's pretty good. Right, next question. Are we going to get to that new dimension? I really hope so. For £30,000. If you give me the right answer, you win 10 grand. If you give me the wrong answer, you lose 15. So, a bit of, yeah. Right. Approximately 61% of the world's population live on which continent? Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. I would say it's probably Asia, considering that Asia has India and China. And that's 3 billion people just in those two countries. So 3/8 is... Well, actually, to be fair, 3/8 is... 3/8 is, in percentage terms, about 37%. But then again, all the other countries like Japan, South Korea, they're quite populous too. Oh, surely it can't be. It must be Asia then. So as I said, we've got 3 billion people, just those two countries. Yeah, because then you've got countries like the Philippines and Indonesia, I think are very populous as well. I do really think it's Asia. It's got to be Asia. But then Africa's quite populous too. But then, how many people would 61% be? So there are 8 billion people in the world. 10% is 800 million. Times 6, 4.8 billion people is 61%. 4.8. So Asia have already got 3 billion. So if there are 4.8, there's no way it's not Asia. It has to be Asia. Surely it's Asia. This would be for 32 grand normally, but it's for 30 grand here. Oh, it's got to be Asia. Say what percentage is... I'm just taking too long. Need a time limit. Because 50% is 4 billion. It's got to be it. I'm going to go for Asia. Yes! Okay. Next question's for 50 grand. A wrong answer loses us 25 grand but gains us an additional 20. A gross plus a score plus a baker's dozen comes to what total? Perfect. This is just the question for me. A gross is 144. A score is 20. And a baker's dozen is 13. Oh, I got a comment. 30 grand. Yeah, there we go. Love it. Okay. So gross 144, a score is 20, that's 164, plus a baker's dozen. 164 plus 13 is 177. 144, 155, 166, 177. We will go with D, 177. Yes! There we go, 50 grand. Okay, so we've got 2 lifelines helping us out here just to get to there. I will also say that question there was also a level 10. It was taken from Duel, which is another fantastic program. Right. For £100,000, 2 lifelines. If I can save 50-50, that's also really useful because I'll get double dip. So you can use 50-50 and double dip to essentially get a free pass on one of the next 5 questions to win some serious money. Right, here we go. Anyway, thank you, WWTBA Ho N Town. Right, anyway, for 100 grand, I might need some help here. Which school did the fantasy heroine Lara Croft attend until she was 16? All I know about Lara Croft is she was from Tomb Raider. Apart from that, I don't know anything else, so I might have to phone a friend. Wimbledon High, Benenden, St. Paul's, or Wickham Abbey. So these are all real schools. I think Wickham Abbey is quite a prestigious girls' school. It's almost like similar to Eton, but for girls. But I seriously don't know this, so I will have to phone a friend. Oh, Mr. Hohentown might know it. If you can maybe help us out, please, that would be fantastic. I think there's a bit of a delay with me seeing these comments and that. But I think I might phone a friend. So we're connecting our phone call. Let's see what our friend thinks. Be surprised with St. Paul, thinking Wimbledon High at roughly 75%. So what that means, it means it's definitely not St. Paul's, but there's a 3 in 4 chance it's Wimbledon High. Okay. So, Mr. Hohentown, 75% sure too. So 75 times 75, that's good odds, that. I think maybe we'll go with Wimbledon High. And we've kept that 50-50 too. Hopefully that's right. Wimbledon High, final answer. Please be right, please be right. Yes! And that is us through to the new dimension as well. Excellent stuff. Oof. Oh, hang on. I think there's just been some explosions nearby as we've made it through there. So, let's brace ourselves for the new dimension of gameplay. So, we are just 5 questions away from £10 million. We have 2 brand new lifelines. We have the 3 wise men. And we have the double dip. Some tricky questions here now. But let's see. For £500,000. Which of these senior crew members on RMS Titanic survived the sinking? Again, if you think you know, please just put what you think in the chat. But let's see. 500,000 gems in Richard Pearl's. That's it. First Officer William Murdoch, Chief Designer Thomas Andrews, Second Officer Charles Lightoller, or Captain Edward Smith. Now, I'm pretty sure the captain died, so I'm pretty sure it's not the captain. Now, here's the thing: we could use our 50-50 double dip already now to get past that and win ourselves £500,000, but I'd quite like to be able to save that. This was a Jeremy Clarkson question, originally for 125 grand. Now it's for £500,000. I've got no idea. Maybe the 3 wise men will know. Yeah, I don't think it's D either, because I'm pretty sure the captain died, as our friend Hohentown is telling us. Okay. I'm going to ask the 3 wise men. We got some different wise men. I love the wise men actually, because we could have. Well, you'll see. We've got. Okay, here are wise men. Oh. So they all think it's Second Officer Charles Lightoller. So it probably is that, because, well, the way it works is, well, we've got Keir Starmer, Kemi, saying the Prime Minister hasn't got a clue, even though she agrees with the Prime Minister, and Nigel, no nonsense. But yeah, I feel like we can trust them then. Second Officer Charles Lightoller will be what we'll go for. So yeah, the way it works is one of them is definitely right, one of them just goes for a random option, and one of them has like an aggregated probability of getting it right. So the fact they've all said Lightoller means it probably is Lightoller. Oh, we got some... That's it. So we got some quite fun wise men. So we got Kemi, Kieran, Farage as one of them. We've also got like the Bronte sisters. We've got the guys from Match of the Day. We've got the actual three wise men in the roster. Mr. Bean, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond. That'd be quite fun. We've also got Super Millionaire in Britain has ended just after 2 episodes. Yeah, I did. We only did 2 episodes of Super Millionaire in Britain. Hammond, Clarkson and May, the original Top Gear trio. That'd be quite a fun thing to do. Maybe the people at GTV recorded more than 2. Well, actually, the other fun thing is it ended after Ariel's run, but actually the other 3 contestants were meant to have a time in the hot seat. And I can't remember how they did, but we never got on to doing the last 3 contestants. Anyway, we'll go with Mr. Lightoller. Yes! For £500,000. Okay, now here it is for £1 million. We can just have £1 million if we don't know the answer. We can just use 50-50 and double dip to get ourselves £1 million, which is so exciting. Like, we can have that. I'd like to see Pearl's return. Yeah, I think maybe we'll do some more like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire grit. Now, especially we've got the graphics back. Yeah, we could have Tom, Jerry and David as well. Oh, I reckon Burnley. But Burnley's not an option, Jerry. Oh, it's got to be Burnley. They're the greatest football team ever invented. Yeah, well, you're 19th in the Premier League, so you're not that good, are you? Anyway, let's leave that there. Anyway, it's exciting. If we don't know this, we can still get it right. We can still pass the question. Which musical with lyrics by Ben Elton opened in London in 2000? I think that's Billy Elliot. If it's Billy Elliot, then we've done that. Chicago, City of Angels, The Beautiful Game. Oh, no, it's not Billy Elliot then. That's Olga graphics could be used somehow. I'm not sure what they are, but maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay, well, I'll just embarrass myself there. I'm thinking, is it something to do with Elton John? Is why I was thinking maybe Billy Elliot. But I've got no idea what the answer to this is. So, unless someone in the chat can help us out, maybe we'll do our 50-50 double dip pass and get ourselves £1 million. I can't see anything, so I think maybe we'll do that. We'll do that. So we have to do 50-50 first, obviously. So let's get rid of 2 wrong answers. And I still don't know. I reckon maybe C. But let's go with C first. And there we go. We got ourselves £1 million. But we've used up our free pass. Okay, but this next question is for £2.5 million. However, a wrong answer will cost us £900,000. A lot of money to lose. What is the American name for the day we call Remembrance Day? I think... Is that Veterans Day? I reckon. What is the... level... This is a £500,000 question normally. Commemoration Day, Forces Day, Honours Day, and there it is, Veterans Day. I really do think it's Veterans Day, but we're risking 900 grand. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say Veterans Day. We've still got people in the chat. I don't know. I can't see anyone in the chat. at the moment. But no, let's go Veterans Day. Oh, so much money. Oh, like, no, it is Veterans Day. It's definitely Veterans Day. We had £1 million. We had £1 million. That check's getting ripped up, torn into a million pieces. I need to replace a check for 100 grand or 2.5 million. Yes! Okay, 2.5 from someone that's just won 4 grand, like burning through lifelines and these questions. I'll take this. We have £2.5 million. Are the other ones even real? I'm not sure. I reckon they probably aren't. I reckon it's probably because it's written for a UK audience. So I imagine that, you know, you probably wouldn't have heard of that. I watch a lot of American TV like Family Guy, Simpsons, you know, South Park. They might have mentioned Veterans Day or something in that. Anyway, a wrong answer will cost us £2.4 million. We will lose £2.4 million. Like, what's saying? Like, even if the question is what is 2 plus 2, I don't know if I'd risk it. Although yesterday I actually did have a 5 million question. I did 3 wise men. 2 wise men said one option, and I went with it, and it was wrong, and lost 2.4 million quid. So, you know, exactly. But it's just, is it worth the risk? No. But let's have a look anyway. For £5 million. Which US state was originally named Lancaster before being renamed after a president? This seems very easy because there's a state called Washington and there's no other states named after a president. This seems far too easy. This is a £1 million question normally. This seems too easy. Let's see what the options are. Jefferson City, Madison, Jackson. Okay, so maybe it's... There's no states named any of them. Unless they're talking about... Maybe the question's faulty. Maybe it's about a city. Because these are all cities, aren't they? Jefferson City's... I can't remember. Well, Jackson's in Mississippi. Lincoln's in Nebraska. Madison's in Wisconsin. And Jefferson City... I should know what that is, but I don't know. But I think it's a faulty question because it seems like it should be a city, not state. Because none of these are states. But despite it being a faulty question, I will take the money. Take my 2.5 million quid. Lovely. Now let's see what the answer was. Lincoln. Again, not a state, Lincoln. But it is, I think it's the capital city of Nebraska. But anyway, oh, look at all this. £2.5 million. Not bad for a day's work. Absolutely not. What can I buy with 2.5 million quid? Probably buy about 5 houses. Probably just one, actually, to be fair. Well, no, actually. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us on the stream. It was very nice to chat with people. As I say, I'd like to try and do this a bit more regularly. What we could try and do as well is get people to actually play themselves. Maybe we could find a way to get someone's audio, like on Discord, for instance. Someone could go on a voice chat and we could hear what they're saying and they could be part of the stream as well. And yeah, and then they can play. Because a lot of people are asking for links for these now. Again, I've put so much work into it. I don't really fancy sharing them with people, which I know sounds a bit mean, but I would like to be able to still play them with people at the same time. Quite a lot of Freddos you can buy with that, absolutely. If they go back to being 10 pence, we can buy 25 million Freddos. But nowadays, it's probably 3 Freddos. But even so, it's good. It's good. It's good money. So I don't know how I actually get this money, how I get it in my bank account. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining us today. And I was really pleased we could show off the Super Millionaire game. And actually, I was quite pleased that I could do as well as I did. Because otherwise, that would have been quite embarrassing. So yeah, thanks everybody and goodbye.